first off, what's it been like making the finals and like being here?
Making the finals has been good. I think a lot of people underestimated us at the start of the season, which is a regular theme. I think we're 11th best team in the UK was the meme at the start of the season. But yeah, got some good results. Basically played into form. We've had a rough ECA season, so just played into form for the finals and made it here.
Yeah. Why do you think people underestimate Belfast Storm?
I think people underestimate Belfast Storm probably because a lot of us have just been around the scene for a long time and not really done much. Like Nem and Joe and myself have been playing for a long time and not really done that much. So for us to come together again, especially after those two had a 3-month hiatus in Asia and then came back, I don't think people had any expectations at all.
This is a bit trash talky. Do you think it's ironic that people think that the expectations is there for you because you've been around for a while, but the same is said for everyone else ranked higher than us?
You could say so, I suppose, but I think some of those people that are ranked higher might have achieved a little bit more, like higher LAN placements, higher league results, even advanced players and stuff like that. So I'm not like, I don't feel hard but done by it. I just think it's a bit silly.
Yeah. So last season playoffs and mediocre in ESCA. Going into this season, we've spoken about other people's like perspective of us. What was your expectations as a team coming into this season?
Yeah, my expectations coming into this season was always just playoffs in ESCA and playoffs in Div 1. I think that's always been my expectation. We fell short in ESCA because of some interesting results, which we weren't happy about at the time. And then Div 1, obviously we achieved that goal and obviously we're at the final.
So against Verdant, you beat them in the regular season, but now it's like on LAN in a best of 3. You lost to them at Epic LAN. What is your thought process just coming into this finals against them?
I think I'm confident, honestly. We beat them in the regular season on a map we weren't even strong on. And then at LAN, we demolished them on Ancient, and then I think they woke up and probably treated us with less respect and just started running at us. But I think we're just a little bit more prepared. I think we're ready for them.
So boot camp, I think with heavy quotation marks. We've got basically tomorrow boot camping. Do you want to just talk us through, like, do you think, like, how important from your perspective do you think it will be going into Saturday?
I think it would be hugely important, it would basically just to blow the rust off as well. It gets you in that sort of, that feeling that the vibes are there, everyone's happy. I mean, I don't even think it's just the games we play. I think it's just being together, going out for some drinks the night before, and you just get that chemistry.
Yeah, and so for you, and you kind of mentioned before, like you, Nem and Dexy, sure, haven't played at the highest level. Like for you guys, this is probably the highest level of Counter-Strike, not highest level of Counter-Strike, but highest achievement you've played at.
Yeah.
How does that feel to sit back and be like, oh shit, like we actually got here, like we did this?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's really hit me. I think it'll hit me more if I win. I think getting here, like, I don't think it's necessarily the biggest achievement in the world because of the way UKCS is. Like, I feel like anyone can beat anyone. But I think if we beat Verdant, who actually are an established team, I think that would mean a bit more.
Yeah. And also kind of on top of, like, making the finals here, Epic LAN top 12. Sure, Belfast Storm was seeded top 12, men's 12, but you know we've proved that we're not top 12 team in the UK. What was it like having that really bad Epic LAN to then coming home and then just starting to win and then like all of a sudden in the finals, like what's that kind of like few weeks being like?
I don't know. I think Epic LAN was a bit of a weird one because I think we went in and I don't think we played confident at all. And I think if we played Epic LAN like we played online the last few weeks, we would have probably got a lot further at Epic LAN. I don't know. It was just a weird situation, I felt like. So, yeah.
Yeah. Do you think it's good that you had Epic LAN, so then now we're back on LAN, that same thing won't happen again?
Hopefully. I hope so.
Rewinding a little bit, you've picked up 2 new players, Tutkam and Devilicious. What was it like going through the process of realising you had to make a roster change, making the roster change, and playing with those players?
Yeah, I think we realised we needed to make the roster change because I think I just didn't feel right in the team. And I think I love Kaz and Frosty, but I think for individual reasons or different reasons, it didn't fit right within the team. Whether it was myself and them not having to play our preferred positions and making those changes to then bring in Gabby and Carl, Tutsgabba and Devilicious, the roles just fit way better. So not only do the players performing comfortably, but myself and them are also performing at a higher level. Like you can see on Nem's HLTV, like he's actually started killing people. So I don't know, it's just as an all-round package, everyone's way more comfortable.
Because I think what's an interesting thing with Belfast Storm is originally it was a lot more of like for fun, right? It was vibes. And it felt like this season with the introduction of Devi, Carl, and also me, it felt like it kind of, like it did go up that little step.
Yeah.
What was that just like kind of whole perspective of being like, okay, this isn't necessarily just like for vibes anymore?
Yeah, I think it took a step up in terms of, I think just the players themselves wanted a bit of a step up. And obviously, introducing yourself, obviously you'd want that level of higher as well, otherwise what's the point in wasting your time? But I also think that vibes are really important in a team. Just have the chemistry and just so that, yes, even when things go wrong, obviously I'm not the happiest bunny when things go wrong, but people can laugh it off and joke afterwards and not take it to heart.
Yeah, and what's it like working with me?
Awful. Honestly, I can't wait for it to be over.
Yeah.
No, it's been good. It's been good to have a different perspective and someone that I can sort of message out of the game, because obviously Nem and Joe and everyone else is really busy. I'm not saying you're not busy, but the time scale.
I have nothing better to do.
the timings mean I can bounce ideas off you, and you obviously watch a lot of CS while you're casting, so there's a lot of new ideas coming from you as well.
Okay, I think finally we've made finals here. Do you think now there's like extra expectations for the future because of the result we've got?
Probably. I think going into next season, ESEA playoffs would be, again, my main priority, and then Div 1 playoffs again. And obviously, when we come up against teams we've already beaten, there would be an expectation for us to beat them again, which probably wasn't there before. Maybe people will start putting a bit of respect and ranking us higher. But for me, I just want to win every game. So.
I think that's me.
Yeah, that's very good.
Yeah, I answered. There's like a lot of those questions I probably wouldn't ask Nem. I wouldn't be like, Nem, what's it like being adding these new two players? I'd be like, oh, it's been grand, isn't it?
No,
like, that was. I think that was the main interview I probably would have wanted to do anyways.